Fox 55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
Say good evening to you all. Welcome once again inside the locker room, joined as always by my partner in crime, Peter Hood. My name is Justin Prince. Pete, the pandemic has had an impact on pretty much everything and everyone on this planet. High school basketball season here in Northeast Indiana, no exception.
Yeah, tonight marks the beginning of Summit Athletic Conference Friday night doubleheaders. Something, of course, that, yeah, right. I'm going to get to that part. This is something every year that we look forward to here in the Summit City in the wintertime. But unfortunately, COVID-19 canceled 3 of the 10 scheduled SAC games tonight. So we've only got 2 true doubleheaders on the slate. But, hey, it is what it is. And you know what, Prince? Some hoops are better than no hoops.
True that.
On that note, we begin with the boys, and we begin at Kilmer Court. The Wayne Generals opening conference play with a trip to Snyder. Close game when we pick this one up third quarter. Darion Starks pushing the pace for the Generals. Wayne down just half a dozen at that point, but
travel there?
Maybe. Listen, the it's a hard job those officials have.
I agree.
I don't want to criticize.
Me either.
Panthers put their foot on the gas after that. Can't leave Grant Brown open, Prince. 9 points on the night for Brown. Moments later, I guess you can't leave Aiden Lambert open either. Get some help from the iron here. Lambert finishes with 10 points to go along with 5 boards, but star of the night for Snyder was this young man, Carson Jenkins.
Respect the specs.
Respect the specs. You're darn right. The pull-up game drops a game-high 31 to Jenkins. That bucket puts the Panthers up 13 in the fourth. They hold on to win 80-65.
I'm happy about our first SAC win. It's a big win for us. You know, we came off a loss to Leo, so did they. So we just wanted to out-battle them, out-rebound them, and come out with the win, which we did. We played tougher, and so we were focusing on all week.
And I mean, if you lose, obviously, the first one, that really sets you back, especially with the way that the standings go. And you know, our goal is to win every game, right? So we're not trying to win whatever it is, 9 conference game. We're trying to win 1 conference game 9 times, and so we met that goal tonight.
Panthers moved to 3-1 overall with the win, Prince.
Congrats to Coach Roush and company. Next stop takes us to the southwest side. 4A's third-ranked Homestead hosting Bishop Dwenger tonight. Pick it up fourth quarter. This one all Sparty at this point, but they're tacking on to their lead late. Luke Goody pulls up from deep and buries it. Next trip down the floor, you're going to see him can the smooth fader from the post. The Illinois commit finishing with 14.
That's next level right there, that move.
Yeah, it is. But his buddy in the backcourt, not to be outdone. Fletcher Lawyer hits the pull-up triple from straight away on the break. Next time down the floor, Lawyer open once again. You can't leave him that open. A guy that good of a shooter cans the wing triple, game high 23 from the future Purdue Boilermaker. Homestead, they cruise to the 81-55 victory. Sparty, they're now 4-0 on the season. They'll play New Haven in a sectional rematch tomorrow.
Nice to have 2 Big Ten commits on your team. We head inside the cage at Concordia. That's where we find the Carroll Chargers tonight. Prince, somehow this team is unranked, but I have a feeling they won't be unranked for long. Jalen Jackson, too much sauce. Prince, a wise man once said, if you ain't got no sauce, you're lost. And Mr. Jackson has plenty of it. You saw him with the hezzy on the last play. This time he bullies his way to the rim, puts the Chargers up 18 late in the second quarter. Just before halftime, though, Concordia able to draw a little bit closer. Brandon Davis drains a 3. So it's a 15-point game at the break, but Carroll able to put this one away in the second half. Jackson doing his thing out there. Just a casual 26 points, 9 rebounds for Jalen. Young man's game looks awful smooth. Carroll moves to 4-0 with a 66-45 win.
Slight work at the office.
Yeah.
This one turned out to be the game of the night in the SAC. A rivalry renewed at By-Hay Arena. Northside hosting Southside. Archers led by 5 at the half, but third quarter, here come the legends. Brayshawn Bassett steps into the 18-footer. That cuts the deficit down to 3. Other end, Archers have an answer. They dump it down low to Jalen Lattimore. Let the big fella go to work. 13 points on the night for the 2 sports stars. Southside goes back up 5, but North would go on a run after that. Jordan Green, Rodney Woods working the give and go bucket for Woods. He had 14, but once again, it was the freshman who stole the show for the Legends. Bryonte Johnson, 2 of his team high, 18. Give him the hoop and the harm. Northside, they win a tight one tonight, 64-58. Your final.
We're going to be seeing a lot of that kid.
Yes, we are.
For the next 4 years. Staying at By-Hay Arena, Lamaya Woodson and the Southside Lady Archers taking on their rival Northside tonight. Again, one of the 2 doubleheaders going on in the city. Coming into the night, Archers had won 21 in a row against the Legends, and they were quick to establish their dominance once again. First quarter, you saw Jazz Combs with the bucket. She had a team-high 15 on the night. Moments later, nice ball fake for Olivia Smith. Quiet night for Olivia. She finishes with just 7, but still no problem for South. Here you see Smith with the effort on defense. Leads to a layup on the other end for freshman Annika Davis. She chipped in with 11 points. And then it's Smith assisting to Nevaeh Pearson, who splashes the 3 ball. South jumps out to a 10-0 lead in this game. Archers roll past their rival, 70-20, your final.
Back to Homestead we go. Ayanna Patterson and the 15th-ranked Spartans hosting Bishop Dwenger. Sparty jumping out to the early lead in this one. Patterson, a little bully ball down low. Homestead goes up 16 early, but back come the Saints. Rachel McCarthy down the lane, give her the hoop and the harm, 3-point play. And the next trip down the floor, Kayliana Hamill hits the triple. This cuts the lead down to just 10, but that is as close as they would get the rest of the night. Third quarter, Allison Stevens, wing 3. She had 22 points.
That's big
tonight.
They need a second scorer on that team.
Yes, they do. But Ayanna, not to be outdone. She is the star of this team.
Yeah.
Misses the first, but she ain't going to miss the second. She had a game-high 27 points. She and Stevens outscored Dwenger by themselves. Homestead, they roll to the 78-42 victory this evening.
Ayanna looks better and better every time we see her.
Yes, she does.
Final stop in the SAC comes at Mark Sheff Gymnasium. Bishop Luers traveling to take on the Northrop Bruins. This one back and forth all first half. Pick it up late first quarter. Jayla Fikes to Delaney Bailey. Back to Fikes. That bucket puts the Knights up 4 after 1. Bruins come battling back in the second, though. Coach Clapton was screaming, "Look at Ty!" and that's why. Tiana White, 2 of her team-high 18 points, ties the game at 12. Other end, Luers looking to answer, and they do so down low. This time it's Bailey, somehow able to squeeze it off the backboard. Knights jump back in front. Later in the second quarter, it's White with the steal for Northrop, leads to a layup for Amanda Thatcher. 13 points on the night for Thatcher. But it's not enough in this one. Luers goes on to win 53-41, your final.
Next stop takes us down to Aussie in 3A. Second-ranked Norwell hosting Columbia City for an NE8 battle. This one all nights from the jump. Skyla Tomasek gets the block on one end, and then on the other, it results in a transition triple from Maya Shelton. The future Bethel pilot had 12. Norwell goes up 5. Later in the first, it's a 7-point contest. This time, it's Kaylee Filling's turn. She buries the wing 3. She added 15, and the Knights just kept on shooting. Mackenzie Tolliver, sweet lefty stroke from downtown. And then you're going to see Lauren Bales. 3 balls were a theme for Norwell tonight.
This team's got some skill.
3-ball corner pocket for Bales is pure Norwell. They jump out to a 16-1 lead. They never look back. Norwell cruises to the 52-35 victory.
As I was telling you earlier in the newsroom, I think they've got the best shot of all of our teams to make it to state on the girls' side.
I can see why.
Yeah, next stop takes us to Turtletown. Busco hosting West Noble, NECC Showdown. Chargers getting going early. You see the nice pass to Nichelle Ferris for 2 of her 10. Later, Busco trying to stick around. That's Brielle Shearer just inside the long line for 2. A few possessions later on the break, Taylin Forer, deep 3 puts the Chargers up big. She had 8. And then the out-of-bounds play working to perfection here. Lily Mast, 24 on the night for Lily. Chargers roll 74-29. They are now 6-2 on the season.
Congrats to the Chargers. Final stop of the night comes at Armstrong Arena. New Haven at home, hosting Huntington North. First quarter, Chloe Kaufman gets into the teeth of the defense, drops it off for Meg Chamomile for the easy layup. Vikings go out in front. A few possessions later, New Haven, they find the shooter, little step back jack for the 3. No good, but Avarshia Nard able to find the board, put it back up. The Vikings just able to keep the dogs on their heels all night long. Ball barely touches the ground, results in a bucket for Addison Dennis. New Haven, they would stick around all night long. Right here, it's the drive and kick to a wide open Kayla Williams. She's wet from the long line, but the Vikings hang on to win a tight one. 46-36 your final from Armstrong Arena.
Well-written highlights there, Chris Mooley. Great job. Hey, play of the night. We're going to do a little double dip here, Prince.
All right.
Jalen Jackson, I said it earlier, I believe Gucci Mane had the quote, if you ain't got no sauce, you're lost, but you can also get lost in the sauce. Jalen's got just enough sauce. You saw the hesitation, little dipsy-do there, the up and under off the crossover. Which move do you like better? I put 2 in here for you. You decide which is our play of the night. I kind of like, you're going to see it again here in a moment, the first one, the little hesitation here, the little stop and start.
It's smooth.
Leaves the defender behind.
But the finish on the second one is just better.
The finish makes the second one, no doubt.
The finish really just does. It's good to see Jalen back. Injured for a lot of last season. Good to see him. No one that you should consider a breakout player by any means, but expect him to take that next step forward, I think, here this season.
He has 100%. I've seen him twice now this season. Yeah. He's taken his game to a whole new level. Yeah. 26 points, 9 rebounds tonight in Carroll's win. And I couldn't believe when I checked the rankings as I was writing that highlight script that team's not ranked. They are going to be ranked in the very near future, and they will certainly have something to say about who wins the SAC this year. That Carroll team looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, they do. Looking forward to the rest of the year.